country, the Central Bank of Nigeria, it is no retreat, no surrender in its struggle to stop the free fall of the Naira in the Forex market. The CBN has readjusted the official exchange rate on the customs platform, the second review in less than 24 hours. According to data from the federal government trading portal, importers will now pay 1,413 Naira 62 kobo to $1 from Monday to the 5th of February. This is an increase from 1,356.883 Naira to the dollar on Friday, the 2nd of February, and the previous rate of 951.941 Naira per dollar on Thursday, the 1st of February. Yusuf Adekunle, does this come to you as a surprise?
Well, I'm not surprised because
things are not working, and you see the government trying to use every idea in the book, and as he tries to solve it, he brings out, it comes out in another dimension, because we need to solve that Forex crisis. Without solving it, I don't know how we can get things right. You look at everything now. Buy today and come back tomorrow.
Honestly,
the prices are swelling every day, and look at the state of the economy. And the CBN, we have to just keep trying everything, and the way we are going, unless this comes down, Nigerians won't find anything easy, because our economy is tied to dollar.
That's right.
And being an import-dependent economy, we love to say that since we don't produce, what do we produce? Even the main foreign exchange earner of Nigeria, which is the crude oil, we don't derive maximum benefit from it. We don't. Nigeria does not derive maximum benefit from its major foreign exchange earner, which is the crude oil. Up to now, you know what I'm saying? So we see depend on the imported fuel, so refined fuel, and that a lot is bleeding our economy, massively bleeding our economy. But in the meantime, since some refineries are still, being repaired and all that, and the government cannot, sit by and allow things to just degenerate to a point of no return.
Well, Bikio Adekunle said that the CBN is trying virtually everything to salvage the Naira. But then stakeholders have actually bemoaned the recent rate adjustment by the customs, saying that this would definitely cause inflation, lead to inflation, and looking at the inflation figure, which is almost 30% now. Help us understand the rationale behind all of these.
I have complained before that a lot of the charges within our maritime domain, a lot of the charges within our energy sector, a lot of the charges in the oil sector are denominated in dollars. That is why people, the hunger for the dollar, I don't know how we can solve that problem. I believe that one of the factors even driving up fuel prices is because you charge dollars for demurrage, you charge dollars for so many things in those sectors. For example, electricity supply went seriously down in our country. Even generating capacity went down because of gas constraints.
Yeah.
And gas is priced in dollars in our country for those power plants.
Yeah.
Services that you are providing for ordinary folks, for ordinary people, why should they be priced in dollars? A lot of those companies now will even prefer to sell to their clients outside of our country rather than sell to those power plants. So now, looking at what the CBN has done in terms of the cost of clearing cargoes, because that is the bone of contention here. There is no way that many companies won't wind up, because it will drive up their costs of production significantly. If they need to clear cargo, maybe raw materials and all that, and you are now, the Naira has been devalued, they now have to pay more than 3 times what they used to pay before. Look at, on June 24, 2023, the CBN has adjusted the rates from 422 30 Naira to 589. And then on November 14, he jacked it up from 783. He jacked it up to 783 from this 589. By December 7, it again adjusted it from to 951 to the dollar. So we were talking about on Friday, we were talking about the adjustment to 1,357.
Yeah.
Within 48 hours, they changed the rate again to 1,413 to the dollar. Many people have sent in their cargo, and while waiting for it to be cleared, they will be confronted by this new rate.
Yeah.
There is no way. These companies are already gasping. Manufacturing concerns are already gasping. This represents tremendous cost, 42% increase in the cost of clearing cargo. And you and I know that we are an import-dependent nation. This is too much for manufacturers to bear. But at the end of the day, the burden will be pushed to you and I because of people shrinking disposable income. What it means is that a lot of these guys won't even be able to sell some of what they produce because people can't afford it. The preoccupation of most people is simply to eat. You set aside the quantum of money that you make, because salaries are not going up and all that. You set aside a good chunk of your money to feed your family. Some of the things that we used to buy routinely, they've become luxury now.
Luxury, yeah.
So these companies will suffer. And that is why some people are suggesting that government should actually make this a fiscal policy to say, okay, we are not going to charge so amount of money or even charge in dollar terms for clearing. I've seen countries do, even Ghana did it the other day. Ghana said, okay, if you are bringing in raw materials meant for production in those big companies that will help drive the economy, will do zero duty.
Yeah.
So if you do zero duty, it means that you are encouraging more and more people to bring in raw materials that will energize economic growth.
That's right.
Because those manufacturing concerns are the real engine of growth. But now, many companies are, you see this alone, this policy alone, having to move from 422 to 1,413 within a space of 7-8 months, it will cause the death of many companies. It's not doomsday prediction. That is what will happen.
Well, it's so unfortunate that we have so many economists in this country. Open your TV channels, you have economists profiling solutions, saying let's do this, let's do that. Some of them were employed during the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari, and here we are today. Exactly what we're doing to get some of these things wrong. Is there anything we can do to salvage the situation, pronto?
There's a lot we can do, even from those in government, starting from them. Didi was talking about our sweet love for the dollar. Who loves the dollar more? Those in government. Ask them, what do they spend? Those in government at every level, ask them. They spend dollar. They do. There are schools in Nigeria, you are only paying dollar. You get what I'm saying? Why is that? So,
but they'll tell you because they.
But you always push it down as if ordinary folks are the ones the problems. No, the elite. Their love for dollar is killing Nigeria. So he's talking about the port, he's talking about all of us. And we should emphasize the people who bear the brunt actually contribute, to this crisis. Of course, you may say they love foreign things. When you make them available, why would they not? But now, with this devaluation, the prices of everything will rise. And already, people are grumbling. Things are becoming unaffordable. So every idea in the book, they're trying. But it is not working.
So what else do you think can work?
What else can work? First, the major, foreign exchange handler to Nigeria, which is the crude oil. We need to have a conversation around that. We are not making, the right benefit. We are not getting the right benefit from that sector. We need, by fire, by force, to solve all the problems. I saw news last week, and I saw that, I said, Dangote refinery, which is like the hope we have in that industry now. Yeah. We take crude from the US. I said, if that happens, that's the end.
But then, we belong to OPEC, and we are supposed to not produce beyond the quota that we're given. So if we have actually hit that quota, there's no way Dangote can get from us.
There are some deals that they've done upfront, and we are not, because of oil theft and all that, we are not even producing enough. We are not meeting our quota.
Meeting our quota.
We are incapable of meeting our quota. That's why Angola overtook us, Libya, a war-torn country, overtook us. We need to address the
petroleum sector. We have to solve all the problems there.
Nothing stops us from producing. Nothing stops us from producing at least 1.5.
We have 1.8 per day. Are we meeting the quota? What stops us from
struggling to do 1.1? Because of oil theft, and some companies have also even divested. They've left Nigeria. Some oil majors, IOCs, have left. So we need more investment in that sector, which will energize production. So these are the issues. We are not even making enough money from oil. And everybody is talking about it. We are not making enough money. And we have some commitments that we have already made to some clients. That is why they cannot supply Dangote as much as they want to do. That's right. So, and the man has to keep the refinery going. You have to continue to refine.
That's right.
That's why he has to go abroad
and source it from outside.
Yes.
Well, the thing there is, so I would just want us to, round off on these thoughts, because it just appears like everyone is, running helter-skelter to, prefer solution.
If we don't, when sometimes when we talk about distance, people think, oh, it's looking for excuse. It's looking for excuse. They keep saying, oh, we are not a producing nation. Until we begin to produce, this problem will not stop. There are countries around us that are also not producing. But they have not allowed a lot of illegalities to permit their foreign exchange market the way we are doing. They are coming up with all kinds of ideas. It's like firefighting that they are doing. Oh, they've now said, banks and fintechs, you must not do international money transfer. They just, in the course of last week, they gave that directive. Whereas before now, only the deposit money banks were barred from doing international money transfer. So the CBN said, no, both of you, don't do it. They are trying to get a grip on the dollar supply as much as possible. So somebody even suggested that money in the domiciliary account that more than 30 billion that CBN may take it. Of course, they came out to deny that they had such a plan. How would you take people's money and give them Naira?
But BK, there has to be quick fix because, you know, a whole lot of people are actually...
The quickest way to solve the problem, I've listened to analysts that I respect, is to seek the help of the IMF, get some facility that we can use, clear those liabilities that this government inherited, like those airlines. They are owing them a lot of money. And people came here and are deceiving themselves that, oh, the president went to the UAE, very soon that Emirates will come back. How can Emirates come back when you didn't make firm guarantees that you give them back their money?
That's right.
Investors will not come if they do not have that guarantee that they will to repatriate their funds. And we are still owing about $700 million to airlines alone.
That's right.
This CBN government has paid a lot, more than $2 billion out of those liabilities.
Yeah.
They are struggling, and because they are focused on paying those liabilities, the dollar that they are committing to the Forex market is okay because they know that they have to deal with that. Foreign direct investment will not come until they solve that problem.
Yeah.
So they are trying their best. Let us clear this thing so that people feel like coming. But no matter how much dollars you release into the Forex market, some governors are waiting. Once they receive their allocation, they set aside a huge chunk of it, they are converting to dollars.
That's right.
It is these dollars that they give their visitors, their girlfriends, and other people. They don't like it when I talk in this manner, but it is the truth. Visit most of them is dollars that they will give you. If we relegated our currency to the point that it now looks like the currency that people transfer business with, even on the streets, then nobody will take your currency seriously. Today's CFA is stronger than our currency. And because of that, it's even leading to hunger. Because people now in northern Nigeria go to the northeast to see vehicles almost as high as this building. They are going across the border to go and sell their grains because they know they will get CFA, and CFA is stronger. So it's a big problem. I'm eager to see what the CBN governor will say to the Senate because they've summoned him.
Yeah.
I'm eager to see
I think on Tuesday.
what he will tell them.
Do you notice how it's over the years? You have millions, or let me say thousands of people all over the place.
That's right.
Selling dollar.
That's right.
In any big economy we have, you seen that.
See that. You don't see that.
No, you see able-bodied men. See, even some other African countries, you need to go to the banks. And it's not about...
Let your passport.
It's not about discussion, 40 to 2, 50 to 4, all those things. No, the thing
Your
is...
rate is fixed.
They open it, you are not... They just open the system and show you what is there. And it's not that
And they will take your passport.
And
even before.
they will ask for your number so that they don't take, and if you don't have, you are a visitor, your passport, and it's in the banks. But here, by the road corner, by the street, by everywhere, you call.
As even Badger, this Badger before.
We can never go with that system.
It's a growing industry. It's a growing career for many people.
You see them around
In
banks.
Badger before, we didn't have them. Today we have them in Ijuo.
Oh.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
We have
you see
to
them
carry
around banks, around hotels, in the
And because banks even supply them the cash. You go to the bank, you want dollars, they will direct you to their bookie.
And if you stop,
Everybody knows this.
and if anybody tries to stop that, I know some sections of Nigeria
I
will
think
take their way
Nigeria,
to go.
we just have to do the right thing at the end of the day. Because I remember when I was in Heathrow Airport in London, I wanted to change, Naira to convert it to pounds. I was showed a particular place and I saw one young lady. You will know that it's well-established place. It's not a black market. It's just
the
way we do things. But hopefully we'll do the
I
right
said,
thing.
even with a gun
See your head in South Africa.
to the head of a trader in South Africa, you cannot buy anything with your dollar. He won't agree.
No, they don't.
It's happened to me. It's not a matter of this thing.
In November, when I needed...
We just have to carry on. You know, so much to talk about, you know. But then...
In November,
in November in Johannesburg, when I needed to buy, it's the same thing. I had dollar. They said they don't collect it.
They will not collect.
I had to go. Say, okay, where can I change? To go to, you know, in a SCBC, and from there they just open. I said, how much? They said they don't know. They don't open this thing and show me.
They won't give you.
You like it? You say yes. How much do you want to change? And printed everything with my passport.
Yes.
That's why regulatory, you know, we have to have a very strong policy reform, you know, in this country in order to get it right. Nigerian politics is not